So my name is Yasmin. I'm from Ottawa Sewing Center, and today I'm very excited because I'll be showing you one of my best machines. So I'll turn the camera around so we can see the okay. Oh yeah. And so just to show you the whole picture of the machine, this is the whole picture of the machine, and this is the inspiration guide, and we also have the bundle package with the victory, and so it's limited time and it's on sale up to April 30th. And so we come back here, and this is where you're going to watch me do the magic things on this serger. So the threading is the most easiest. So first I'm going to show you the accessory box, which is so convenient and is in the built in with the machine. So all you do is just open like this, and you can get to it, get your tweezer, your screwdriver, big holes for the needle, big screwdrivers. So I love that, and you never lose all the stuff. It always stays here. And there's my screwdriver. The other thing I like about this machine is the presser foot lifter. It's all at the back, and there's nothing to hit your hand here. So when you're sitting, when you lift it up and down, it's perfect, like nothing is stopping you. So those two things. And the other feature I like is the release for the blade to unlock. So when you go like this, you can easily just drop the blade and bring it up again once it starts to move. So now I'm going to show you how to thread the machine. Oh, the other thing it comes with is the cheat sheet. So that's the cheat sheet, and 4-thread, 3-thread overlock. So it tells you everything picture wise. I'm a picture person, I hate reading. So there's my rolled hem, 3-thread flat lock, and there's the 2-thread and through thread narrow, and then your blanket stitch. So very easy instructions. Anybody can follow that, anybody. So now I'm going to show you the threading. So you don't have to follow any order. You can pick any thread you like. So it goes up and there, and then I click it in this guide. Okay, and then I go straight, I go like this, and then I go and put just going to cut the thread nice and sharp. And can you just hold this in?
Yeah, you can see it by what you...
Okay, so I'm just going to put it through this hole and cut nice and clean. So I take the thread, poke it in there, and then I push about 1 inch. I hold on to the thread, and then I give up to this corner of the door is 18 inches. Then, oops, I've got very dry hands with all these hand wipes, which we have to put alcohol and sanitizing. So there we are. And then I just leave the thread like a pool of thread down here. I bring it up to this corner and then push in here. You have to put it on U because I'm threading this one, and when I press this down, it's going to fly. Oops, I forgot to lock, sorry, I have to do that again. So press this button and now the tubes are locked. And now I go again and do it the right way. Still need some warming up. Okay, so yeah, so I put it through that hole. Now I leave it, and you will see the thread fly out of this area. There you are. Did you see that? That's how magic it is with this machine. Then I go and thread the lower looper. So I come down and I put my thread about a 1/2 inch or 1 inch in there. I hold it, I push it in, hold the thread, and bring it up to the corner of the door. And now I'm going to move this to L for the lower looper, and the thread is going to fly out of this area. You will see it puddle here, and there it is. So there's my thread. Now I'm going to unlock here, and now I'm going to match to thread the needles, the green and green. So there's my green and green, so it matches there. And I bring the top thread for the right needle and just click it in there, go in here, up and down, and put it in there. I'm going to move this little lever to the right side, bring my needle threader down and make a loop, pulls the loop at the back. There we are. Now I'm going to thread the left needle with the automatic needle threader, up, down, and move this notch to the left, bring it down, makes a loop, and pull the loop out. So now I have all my 3 threads up here. I'm going to leave my lower looper thread just in there, close the door, and take a little scrap piece of fabric to get all my threads up in this area. So now I have got all my threads, and there's my sample. Perfect. So everything's in its right place. And so we are doing right now the letter A, your 4th thread. So when I go close, this is my width button, this is my length button, and this is my blade to lock and unlock, and differential on N, and letter A for selecting the stitch is here. So we're doing a 4 thread. I'm going to show you going from a plain cotton. So I'll start with a cotton piece of fabric. Next one, I'm going to go the green flannelette. My next one is going to be the t-shirt, regular knit fabric. And here's my cotton fabric, perfect tension, my cotton flannelette, and then I'll show you the knit. Now I'm going to be doing a thin organza. And then I'm doing a lycra. Polar fleece. Okay. polar fleece. Now I'm going to do a denim, and we're going to go seam 2 layers. I can go a bump. So there's my denim with the bump like a seam. Usually you get that on the shoulder seam. There's my polar fleece, perfect tension. There's my lycra, my organza, and then a t-shirt knit, flannelette, and plain cotton. So that's the best part. The magic is not playing around with the tensions, and I love that. That's the best part of the machine. The other best part of the machine is when you are doing a ribbing and you are going to put a ribbing on a neckline or a cuff. So this is my side seam. I'm going to do the side seam here. Okay, so that's my side seam. This is going to be my cuff. Okay, so I'm just going to sew this cuff up. Okay. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to just cut my cuff, and I'll okay. So I put my cuff around 3 layers of, this is my ribbing, which is going to go on my sleeve. Right side out. Okay, and right sides together. Okay. So I'm going to raise the foot up, put everything in the underneath the foot. Oh, should I get all these things prepared from before? Next time I'll do a better job. So there's all my stuff underneath the foot, and okay, so now I'm going to hold all the pieces together and run the machine and move it around. So when I come back to where I started, I want you to see how I go. So this is where I started, and I'm going to cut my piece. So there we are. Okay. So when I'm here now, I'm going to unlock my blade. So now I'm not cutting, it's on the lock, and here is my needle notch, left needle and right needle, which line up with the notches here and here. So now I'm not cutting any fabric, and I raise the needle up at highest position, lift foot up, swing out, and so now you can see my clean cut That was the thread from before, which I should have cut very close, and I didn't cut or trim anything. And here's my last. You can feed that tail in there or cut it off. So that's a very clean, you don't have to yank off. Here's my ribbing. There we are, clean. Okay, so that's the other part I like, where I can unlock and lock the blade when I'm coming to putting ribbings and all that. So I'll put that one back on. Now I'm going to show you the rolled hem, and all I have to do is take one needle off. So here's my screwdriver, which is in this accessory box, and I go in here. And I just remove. Just hold it because it vibrates. And I'm going to take the left needle out. So just drop it and trim it off and raise, and I take the thread off, and I'm going to put it on the letter D to do rolled hem. And all you have to do is tells you here, right needle, length of the stitch is down here, and you don't have to take any pieces off. There's a little finger here, so I'm just going to towards the R. So this is neutral here. It takes that little piece off, and 0.75 there. Perfect. Width of the stitch, it tells you 3. So I'm going to go here and put it on 3.5 there. Selector D and put it on D. And we're ready to do rolled hem, and it'll go on different so I'm going to use these fabrics which I did the regular 4 thread, and my like organza. So close everything, and so here's organza. Oh, forgot to put the foot down. I can change the length if I want, whatever finish I like. I'm going to do on this lycra. Do it on the cotton. Usually you do a rolled hem on lightweight fabrics. So here's my cotton, lycra, perfectly balanced tensions, and organza. I didn't have to play around with the tension. That's all I had to do. Now I'm going to do the narrow hem, and all I have to do is just switch it to letter C. So letter C here, and width we're going to put it at 3. Just 2 different changes. It just gives you a different kind of effect. And I'm going to do it on this side of the fabric. Narrow hem means that it is the 2 loopers meet on the edge of the fabric. And on this side, this side. So there's my narrow hem, and on the cotton, narrow hem on the lycra. Narrow means that it meets, the two edges meet on the edge of the fabric, and on organza. And that's the magical part, is you don't have to play with the tension. All you have to do is just follow the chart and put it onto the settings they say. And you can see it does 4 thread, 3 thread wide, narrow, narrow hem, rolled hem, flat lock. And then at the back you have 2 thread wide, narrow, blanket stitch, and a leather stitch are decorative stitches which you can use. But it's such a simple, easy machine. Absolutely, you can't go wrong with it. And all the dials are on this side: width, blade to disengage, length, differential feed, and stitch selector. Accessory box in a convenient spot, so you never lose your accessories. Lifter at the back here, so your hand never hits anything. Thread guide, now made easy with the plastic piece, so it never gets caught onto something, so that gives you a chance to break it off. And you get the online classes from Baby Lock. If you we have the sale up to May 31st. You get the inspiration guide, and you get the bundle package of the tools, which my computer has gone to sleep, so that's okay. This one?
No, the start button.
Start button, okay. Yeah, so that computer locks out, then it doesn't. So let's see. Okay, so there's the limited time bundle offer by Baby Lock, and that's the machine. This is the inspiration guide, sew trial, and then you have the premium serger toolkit. That's what comes with this up to May 31st. Usually Baby Lock only does the month of April as their serger month, but they've extended up to May 31st. You can always call me anytime you want any more information. The other thing which I showed you, and the other thing I forgot to show you, is that it also tells you here what kind of needle it takes. So it's a HA times 1 SP. So everything's on the machine. You never have to go look for anything in convenient spot. If you're interested in the machine, please give us a call at 613-695-1386. If people who already own these machines and have any questions, please write them in the comment, and we will help you out. As always, 100% support when you buy from our store. Unlimited lessons. Anytime we can help you with this machine. And so you can call 613-695-1386.